Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm so sorry there hasn't been a video there wasn't a video last week. I had pre-filmed a couple of videos before I started school because I knew I would be pretty preoccupied with starting school for the first time in a while. And my head is going to be sort of very much in the school part of my life for the next couple months. So there might not be a video every week. I am still going to work and try my hardest to do that, but just a heads up. But today I thought I would keep my head in the sort of school part and show you what I have in my school bag. This bag I actually bought at Disney World. Yeah, Disney World. That's the one in Florida. It's from Billabong. That's what it says. And I just thought I would show you the various things I keep in my bag. So this bag has one big compartment as well as two little pockets on the front. So I'm going to start with the front pockets. And in the first one I keep my wallet. In here I have my card, any kind of money if I need to take the bus or buy anything. I also have my sort of access card to get into the school, as well as my house key. So I just have that with me. And also I go to school pretty central, so if I ever want to do a bit of shopping in lunch breaks or something, this is a nice little thing to have. In the other one, because my wallet sort of takes up all the space in one of them, my other one, it's a lot more crowded with a lot of small things. I have my glass case where I have my glasses and an extra pair of contacts. I normally wear my contacts to school, but it's always nice to have a pair of backup contacts as well as my glasses, in case my eyes get sore or I get anything into my eyes. I also have these, which are Repsils, or Strepsils I think they're called, in anywhere that isn't Norway. These are cough drops because my throat's been really bad lately, so I've sort of been keeping this around in case I need to take them in between classes or something like that. I also have my headphones or earbuds, and I also keep my phone in that compartment during class. It's currently on charging next to me. So yeah, but I use these to listen to music at lunch break or in between classes, and it sort of helps keep my mind from overflowing with all of the sound that comes from all the other people, because my brain tends to get pretty mushy. So as I was saying before I got interrupted, my head tends to get muddy with a lot of noise and a lot of sound, and I tend to get really tired and lose my concentration pretty fast. So in between classes, when I don't have to pay attention, I will watch YouTube videos or listen to music and use this to sort of isolate out any other noise. Also in that pocket I have my Nivea Hydra Care Lip Balm, which, look at this, I've nearly used up. I'm so proud of myself. I'm trying to use up all my lip balms because I have a lot. But I always take this with me because my lips tend to get dry, and are getting a lot more dry now that it's coming to a colder season. So I just keep this with me in case I need it. Now that was the outer pocket. Now this is my bag. I got home from school a couple hours ago and I have not taken anything out of my bag except for my water bottle, which is the same water bottle that I use at home, and it just looks like this. It has a really sort of fun sort of open up thing, and the water, you sort of dribble that water out onto there and then it closes and it seals completely, so that's really nice for me because I tend to spill a lot. I'm also going to show you my social studies books, which are these ones right here, because I did not have social studies today. I'm only taking 3 classes. I'm taking social studies, English and nature and science, and today was Thursday and I only had nature and science and English. So my social studies book were at home, but this is what they look like. I can just take you through what else I have. I have my pencil case. And this is from Sattler, and it has their sort of the fine liners in a rainbow colour, which I love. I don't tend to use these a lot when writing. I suppose I can show you what is in my pencil case. I tend to write with my Pilot Super Grip in their in the F1, which is the finer one. And this one is in black, which is my favourite pen, and I tend to use that. And when I'm taking a note and want to emphasise something around an accent, I will take any of these pens and just add a bit of colour to my notes. In the sort of extra compartment here, I also have correction fluid because I mess up. I have these little post-it ones which are perfect for putting on the sides of your book, whether it's your textbook or your notebook, to sort of mark off important pages. I have a eraser or a rubber, depending on where you're from. I have a flash drive. Mine is 8 GB. I don't always take my computer to school, and so for some classes I might need my computer. I technically need it for all my classes, but it's not necessarily every day. So when I need it, I will bring my computer to school with me, but normally I will just note anything in my textbook, which is writing by hand. But I have this with me if I have to transfer anything from one computer to another. I also have my mechanical pencil, which is also from Pilot, and it's the Super Grip with 0.5 lead. This is also very good. I like the Pilot pens because they're really comfortable to hold, and I think this is a really good one. I'm also just holding them all in my hand. I have some extra lead if I run out. Doubt I will, because I've had that pen for like 3 years and I've never run out. And then I have my 5 highlighters. I have blue, green, pink, yellow and orange, and I sort of use them interchangeably. In a sad word, I sort of use them when I need to highlight any pages. Not in my textbook because we're not allowed, because we're borrowing, but from my writing book. Did that make sense, or did I mess up the books? But we're not allowed to use these in our textbooks that we got from school because we're borrowing them. But when I'm writing my notes and I want them to be emphasised a bit, these come in handy quite a lot. And then the rest of the pencil case are these Staedtler fine Triplus fine liners, and I have every colour but 2. The dark green one's not in here because that's lying over there. I forgot to put it in when I used it. But I have run out of the sort of pinky purple and the darkest blue. I do have an extra backup dark blue. I think I have 2. But I would just not put it in because it's in another set. That is the pencil case that I use, and I like that it's pink. Not necessarily because pink is my favourite colour, because it's not, but I just like that it has a bit of colour to it. And it's easy to spoil in my backpack as well. I then have a book. And this is the book I'm currently reading. It's Robert Galbraith, I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. It's The Cuckoo's Calling, and I've just started this today. And I always tend to take with me a book that I'm reading, that I can read in between classes when I'm on a break or in lunchtime, just to sort of get my mind off school for a couple moments. So far I'm liking this. I'm only on chapter 2, 3. Haven't made up my decision on it too much because I haven't read that much about it, but maybe there will be a review when I'm done. So that is also in my backpack. I also have my jacket. I tend to stuff my jacket at the bottom just because I don't always wear it when I arrive at school, because I'm very fortunate enough to have my mum or my grandpa drive me to school. I was about to say in the morning. I start at 12:30 one day, which is the latest, but it's not in the morning anymore. We're arriving in the afternoon. But I don't always wear my jacket when I arrive to school because it's literally like a 200-meter walk from the car to the door, and I tend to get quite sweaty and quite hot very quickly because I struggle regulating my body temperature. So I will have this in my bag in case it gets cold or rainy. Then I have the boring stuff. I have my Natures and Science books, which are the same ones as last time, a pink sort of lined notebook and my textbook. And I also have my English, and it's the same with this. Sometimes I will take lunch with me, and these ones are pretty good. These are smoothies. I'm halfway through this one. It's from Bendit, which is a Norwegian company, I believe. But this one is kiwi and apple, and I think it tastes really nice and sort of citrusy. It tastes like a kiwi, and that makes me happy because I love kiwis. And I will take bread rolls or anything really that I can eat and like and have for lunch that won't make a mess in my bag. I don't take makeup because I don't find it necessary. If you want to, you can definitely do. If I were to take makeup, I would probably take the lip product that I'm wearing, if I'm wearing lipstick. I have done this, I just put it in the outer pocket along with my lip balm. I would probably take a powder and a small powder brush because I do tend to get a bit shiny sometimes, particularly if it's really hot. So having that to sort of touch up is nice. And I would probably also take a setting spray because my skin, although it is oily sometimes, it's also very dry and can look pretty dry when I put powder on sometimes, and I like spritzing it with setting spray to take away that sort of powdery feeling and the powdery look. Not in my bag because not necessary at the moment, but I will also probably be taking with me feminine hygiene stuff like tampons or pads when that becomes necessary. It's currently not necessary. Next week it probably will be. A bit TMI, I don't know. Don't really care either. But I will probably keep that in a small pouch in my bag as well. I might put it in like tomorrow or next week or whenever it becomes necessary. And I will probably just not take it out, so it will sort of live in my bag forever. But it's a nice thing to have. It's always nice to have in case of an accident. Any woman would understand. So I would probably also have that in my bag. Other than that, that's it. I do also have a bullet journal / planner thing that I sometimes might take with me if I have to note down dates for assignments or something. Normally I just tend to do it in the textbook and then transfer when I get home, but that's really it. So that is what I have in my bag, which is now empty. It's a very pretty bag and I'm very fond of it, so thank you so much for watching. I will see you again soon, and please tell me in the comments below what you keep in your backpack for school and what is sort of essential to you. So I'll see you later. Bye! So I kind of already said bye, but I thought I would throw in the small tips now that I'm packing back up my stuff. Pack your bag the night before. This will save you a lot of time in the morning and has done with me because I tend to wake up about an hour and a half or so before I have to leave, and I have to leave nearly an hour before school starts because rush hour. I have no idea why that always happens. No matter the time, I sort of leave 45 minutes before I start school and I end up getting there about 15 minutes before, which is fine with me. But I always pack my bag the night before. Let me move around a bit. And I find that it saves me a lot of time in the morning and it makes it a lot easier for me. And it's also just a great way to stay organised because you will have everything that you need in there the day before and you won't rush in the morning and forget your textbook or something like that. So pack your bags the night before and you will be set. Don't necessarily put your lunch in though, because that might need to be refrigerated or something depending on what you have. But like pack everything like books and stuff the night before. Okay, now I will leave you. Bye!